Good morning, behavioral neuroscience class. Welcome to the fall semester of 2019. Today I just want to give you a brief overview of the Canvas shell and the syllabus. So when you open the course shell, you can see three primary links. One is to the virtual office. This is where I would like you to post all questions, unless they are of a very personal nature, for me, because not only can you view my answers, and everybody else can view the questions and answers, and it really just helps the class tremendously, in my opinion. Secondly, here is the modules link. This is the heart of really the class. Here you can see, well, your view of course would be a little different, but here you can see the majority of what we will do on a weekly basis. Every week there will be a module, and there's always an overview, and then the learning objectives you will find match specifically what I quiz you for and test you on. So I would definitely note the learning objectives for the week, and if you make sure that you understand those, I guarantee you that you'll probably do very well on the quiz and the tests. Another thing that I'll point out here is way down at the bottom you can see the final exam and the final exam study guide. This is a list of around 30 short answer questions. I want you to go ahead and answer these questions using additional outside of class material. You can answer these as we cover them in class and then build upon them. And that is what will be required for your final exam, which will be open book, specifically from these questions, and then you will copy and paste your answers that hopefully you will be able to expand upon over what I just teach you in class. And then let's just briefly check out the syllabus here. Here's the syllabus. Again, this was not meant to be printed, primarily an online syllabus. But every week we should overview the lectures that I have posted for you. The audio quality does improve over the course of the semester. So they will start off a little choppy, but do improve and get better. You also have to participate in several class discussions based off of some video discussions from leading experts in the field. And then finally, there will be that comprehensive essay-based final that I've already mentioned. And then this year, I am introducing a brand new deal. So generally, I have not dropped any quizzes or discussions in the past. I'm trying this out for the first time on you. So you must complete all quizzes and discussions, but I will drop your lowest 3 quiz scores and your lowest discussion grade if the class is actively participating in the virtual office and at least 70% of the class participates in the FCQ questionnaire. At that point in time, I will go in and remove your lowest 3 quiz scores and your lowest discussion grade. But because of that policy especially, I am not allowing for makeup quizzes or exams. First of all, you have an entire week to asynchronously work on your assignments. For relevant materials, please see the university site. The Canvas support hotline can help you out with online issues. This is not something that I am able to do. There's really nothing I can do if it isn't related to the content. If it's a technical difficulty, this is not really a question for me. Discussions count 30% of a 70% total, as do discussions, and your final exam counts 10% of that 70% sum. You can view our course catalog down here. All assignments are always going to be due on Sunday at midnight, and then you can see what you need to do for the week, after that. Again, for the group discussion posts, you must post through the Flipgrid, which is built into Canvas, and you can see a little overview of how to do that here in the syllabus. Every post that you will create must be 180 seconds, and then you must respond to at least 3 of your peers If you do not, I will deduct up to 25% of your discussion grade. That is the peer review response. There will be 4 topics. One is sports-related brain trauma, the neuroscientific basis of that. Just not covered in lecture yet, but clearly very important, timely, and relevant. Another topic that I wanted to cover this semester is aggression. 2 others are the neuroscience of consciousness, which is a very controversial topic, and the neuroscience of gender identity. Again, just a very timely and relevant topic, so I thought we would talk about it from the neuroscientific perspective. And primarily here what we're going to be doing is seeing how these are all sort of emerging topics that are not covered or understood even well enough to have chapters on in a more solid textbook. What we're going to do is watch panel discussions of leading neuroscientists that are led by Eric Kandel, a Nobel laureate, and he invites other leading neuroscientists in the area, more specifically, and a lay member of the public that works in this area, that is an expert but not a neuroscientist, to participate in the discussion. Now, at times these can get a little dry, but I think that they are probably some of the more credible voices on the subject matter. So let's overview those, and then we can spend 3 minutes either talking about how that changed our views on the topic, or, and you're completely allowed to do this, you can go against and dissent from the panelists' views. You just need to make a cogent argument, and then your peers can critique you, and that is how you make an A on that assignment. So that is basically it. Again, the final exam I think is pretty straightforward. I'm not pulling any tricks on you. You already have all of the questions. But if you want to make an A, you need to expand on what I give you in the actual PowerPoints. So that is all I have for now. Please post your questions to the virtual office.